Hey everybody, welcome to this week's video and blog. My personal trainer told me that there is good pain and there is bad pain. And my question to him was, how do you know the difference? I see Chris and I as actually stronger because of the bad things that have happened to us. Let me explain. Number one would be our faith. Our faith is stronger because of all those bad things. There are things in our lives that we can control, and there are things we can't control. And when you go through something so tragic as a doctor sitting in front of you and telling you that your son is going to die, let me explain it this way. I knew in that moment that there wasn't a check that could be written, there wasn't a phone call that could be made. It didn't matter who I knew. No one and nothing could change what that doctor said, except for God and prayer. And I begged God to heal Kyle. Our story, you know that God chose to do something different, and Kyle died the next day. Number two is our perspective. Because of the bad things, we see things differently. The experiences, the fears, the thoughts, the conversations through and in the difficult times changed our perspective. I mean, when you have nowhere else to go but to God, He will change our perspective. And third is our attitude toward life and our attitude toward the bad things. The fact is that once you go through the death of two sons, it makes every other death a little more bearable. An example for me would be when my mother passed away, a little over a year after Kyle Jr. passed away. And the death of the two boys actually made the death of my mother feel like it was less painful or impactful. And I actually felt guilty for that for a long time. I had to talk to people about that. Now, that didn't change that I didn't love my mom. It didn't change that I had a very close relationship with my mom. But what my experiences were prior to my mother's death had an impact on how I handled my mother's death. How about work and the economy, right? So after 2008 and 9 recession and what my wife and I went through, we nearly lost everything. We thought we were going to lose everything. We lost a lot, but we were able to rebuild back to the point that we're at today. So this whole economy thing and everything that's going on right now, it really doesn't shake us as much as it seems to be shaking some other people. Now, I want to be clear that this does not mean that we have our heads stuck in the sand. It does not mean that we don't care enough about other people in our lives. And it does not mean that we are numb to this life and the risks in it. What it means is that because of the bad things that have happened in us, with us, and to us over the years, we have a stronger faith and belief. We know that everything is going to be okay. Now, we don't know what okay looks like, but we know that God's got this and God's got us. Now, we perceive that the tough times will only make us stronger, and that something special that we have will become even more special. And because of the last two, it is much easier for us to maintain a positive attitude no matter what life throws our way. So good pain, bad thing, good thing, we all have to decide for ourselves. We found our answers by looking at our faith, our perception, and our attitude. God bless you.